I've known Pierre Voisine for many years now, and well, we fished in the Bahamas, saltwater fishing. I saw him at the Renegade tournaments for many, many years, and I didn't know he had a real job. He works? Never knew that.
The City of Cornwall is very proud of its very busy and active fire department. Very, very well led by our fire chief, Pierre Voisine. He brings great energy to his leadership role, great modern approach to communication with the community in terms of increasing awareness around fire safety. And he also is someone who thinks long-term. He plays a direct role in that future of Cornwall, and we greatly appreciate his energy and talent as fire chief for the City of Cornwall. Merci, Pierre.
I'm Neil Anderson, Stratford Fire Department Deputy Chief and retired Canadian Armed Forces Major, where I interacted with Pierre Voisine during his employ with Canadian Forces Fire Marshal's Office. For firefighters in Afghanistan, Pierre led the creation of an armoured vehicle extrication program which Canada shared with other nations. In aiding with firefighters with trauma, he led the introduction of the Road to Mental Readiness Program, or R2MR. Due to a Federal Office of the Auditor General report, he was responsible for the contracting and oversight of the inspection, testing and maintenance of fire protection systems for the entire Department of National Defence. I believe that Pierre Voisine left a legacy with the National Defence Fire Service, notwithstanding his work with the NFPA 400 Series Standing Committee, chairing subcommittees for CSA technical standards, and his involvement with the Canadian Association of Fire Chiefs.
During the period 2000 to 2006, Mr. Pierre Voisine and I were colleagues at the Department of National Defence. Pierre ensured that the existing D&D policies, practices, operating procedures, and training were amended and adopted in order to comply with the requirements of the CSA standards. His clear thinking, dedication, and persistence achieved this goal. The Department of National Defence and the CSA were thankful for his contributions and accomplishments.
I don't want to steal your freedom. I would like to change you.
I want to talk to you about my friend and fellow musician, Fire Chief Pierre Voisine. He came to me one time asking me about doing parody songs to spread the word about fire protection and fire prevention. I said, sure.
I just have a great big heart. I just want to save your life. I don't have
So he came in and did a bunch of songs, sang, played guitar, played drums. He's a well-rounded musician. He played very well. And we ended up doing a bunch of songs, and this latest one is a parody of Bohemian Rhapsody, which Pierre sang many parts. Well, I should say he sang all the parts, and he did a great job, and it looks great and sounds great.